Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking it about the 36. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Fourth-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. Here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. First down, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, check.
Counter play, Drake. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw is Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Edmonds, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To Edmonds on the toss. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Being chased out left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson throwing again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Edmonds trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Murray now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. corks it for Snead. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. On the screen, this is Edmonds. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, it's Drake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 37 yards. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 37-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 30.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Jackson, flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to touchdown, Ravens.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith, actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 4. This is 3rd and 4.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my